Hey everyone, thanks for joining me again for another video. So this is on the backdrop of the recent video uploaded, which is surprisingly doing much better than anticipated to begin with. It really is going through the roof. So basically the video that I just did was finally putting something in context, which not only helps others out there with confusion looking into these things, the hundreds of millions of people that I'm sure of that are either devoted to one or the other, or two, maybe three. What for me as a refreshment was to actually put it down on the timeline for myself, do a bit of revision, and then put it out there. Right, so on the backdrop of that video, if I had to simplify it to you more quickly and condense it, as the video stated, there were 4 popes left after John the 23rd back in the 1960s. One of them would have a short reign, that was John Paul I. So you had Pope Paul VI, John Paul II, and then Benedict. And the day he chose to resign, boom, lightning struck St. Peter's, which is quite biblical. Anyway, taking all that done, if you have to bring it down to one thing with what's happening right now with Russia, for me, the next Pope has to visit Russia according to the Garabandal prophecies. The girls, Conchita, did state that when the Pope goes to Moscow to bring about calm, shortly after his return from Moscow, it all hits the fan. Now March 18th, according to the Medjugorje visionary Marian, is something big. Now one of my subscribers kindly noted out on the comments of that video that March 18th was also where Russia annexed Crimea. I completely forgot about that, but boom, straight away, again concerning Russia. And now this March 18th we've got the presidential election in Russia, which is tomorrow as of this recording. And with tomorrow being that presidential election over in Russia, look what's happened the last 2 or 3 weeks. They've unveiled a lot of their new nuclear arsenal. Coincidentally, therefore, they have to get an excuse here in the West to stand up against them and stop it, and that seems to be coming about with this spy poisoning. Anyway, for me, all I'm basically saying with that is I'm alert to seeing what's happening. I'm alert to knowing that what I've studied for years is finally starting to make more sense as time goes on, and it's actually coming quite rapidly, which to me is a bit of a surprise. But it's not scaremongering, it's not even politics, although we're speaking about Russia and the West and things. It's not politics, it's reading the signs for prophecy, prepper. The prophecies are there and I'm preparing for when they do come, for when it does hit the fan. So, with that being said, this is more to do with the bug out situation. Now, if you look at the likely targets that we know of here in Britain, here's a picture of someone who shared this on one of the prepper websites that I have. They reckon this is the areas that might get targeted. However, we don't know all the secret military installations, we don't know our own secret missile defences and all the rest of it, so who knows, there may be more. But if this is the case, I'm trapped in this country. Northwest or on the Isles is where I am heading, and that would be more of a lot of equipment and gear and getting out. However, I'm saying to myself after that video yesterday, what about if I have to get out of here internationally? I kept saying, although I'll go to Iceland, because the top 5 countries apparently that would miss out and anything bad happening, such as World War III, would be like the Fiji Islands, possibly New Zealand, Africa in some regions, Iceland. But if we can't get, the closest one to me basically in Scotland would be Iceland. And then I'm saying to myself after the video yesterday, it's a refreshment, why would I go to Iceland? What then happens if I try to get to Spain or Croatia? Spain or Croatia? Well, Garabandal's northern Spain, and Medjugorje, well, technically it's Bosnia-Herzegovina, that's where I would be looking to go. Because when this does hit the fan, if I see the Pope going to Moscow, I am going to northern Spain, to Garabandal, or I'm going to Medjugorje. because that is the clear indication. Not one pope has set foot in Russian soil, certainly not since the prophecy of Garabandal in the 60s. So as soon as the Pope is going with the reason to go to Russia to bring about calm, I am looking to get out of here. So let's have a look at the international bug out bag. I'll be going with the rucksack, obviously. We don't need for suitcases. It's not as if we're planning a holiday. It's an open return or a one-way. Plenty of space in that. Of course, I have my travel wallet. It basically has the passport, which is the most important thing to getting out of here. A few holy image cards and prayers, some photos of the family, and that's that. That coincides with the wallet and the one credit card that I've got there with more than enough credit on it to get me about. And if it all happens where there's no room at the inn or I run out of money anyway, what's next? A bit of shelter with my Southern Cross 2 tent, and I could even easily fit in the tarp. So there's my shelter. I'm not going to be taking cook stoves and gas canisters and all the rest of it. It's basically going to be the point of too much to carry, too quick to get out. So I am literally going to just have one 24-hour ration pack. I have 6 of these, so I'll maybe fit in a couple extra. And the reason, so what we've got the shelter, we've got some food to get us kick-started. How are we going to cook? How are we going to keep warm? Well, obviously the down jacket and the waterproofs will be going in. You've seen me in many videos wearing them, the Bergus Deluge trousers and the hurricane jacket, along with the wrap down jacket. A few bits of clothes, base layers and zippers, the usual stuff. But in terms of the main things, there's your shelter, there's your food, and we're carrying it, and we've got international. Remember, this is international bug out. Quick, light, and away you go. Now when it comes to a bit of reading, well, if you're ending up in Spain, I did do a bit of Spanish, I might get by with something, but I've always got the handy book anyway. The Collins Dictionary always comes in handy. So that takes care of the Spanish if I end up at Garabandal. What happens if I end up in those mountains and I decide to travel about or have to move, depending on what's happening? I'll be into a survival situation possibly, if not relying on Providence. And my new book I treated myself to at Christmas, and this one from the library just now until I find one. I've had a couple other extra books from the library. Reason being is I'm bringing this summer, so subscribers who follow the outdoors stuff, plenty of bushcraft and survival videos I will be doing this summer, a lot, from bow drill fire hopefully to bushcraft shelters, living off the land, studying the different types of trees and plants and all their purposes. That's coming. That's why I prepared bushcraft as part of preparing. That's why Prepper covers it all. So they'll be coming with me in this bug out bag. And if it comes down to any other normal reading or why I'm there and whoever I bump into, I'll be there because I'll tell them what's happening in Medjugorje. Because what began in Fatima is to finish here in Medjugorje, 1917 to the present day, and what's due to happen soon enough. And nothing would be better, of course, than having the word of the Lord with us anyway. So that would be, as I've thought about it just now, my international bug out bag when it hits the fan. I could add to it, I could take away from it, I could change things about, who knows, but that will be a revised international bug out bag. Right now this is the first one. So what do you think about the bug out bag? You don't have to worry about thinking the videos. What about the bug out bag? What do you think? What would you add to it in such a situation of where we're getting out of the UK, going international, a safe haven? Where would you go? Why would you go there? What would you take and why? Look forward to your answers, everyone. Thanks for watching. hit the like button, hit the subscribe as usual, just help support in any way you can. But to see the feedback coming as I've taken this leap of faith with that mixture, thank you so much. It really does mean the world to me. Thank you.